Well, right is Ormsby. He's going to have an awkward little pitch from a downhill lie. Hasn't been the start to the restart that Wade Ormsby was looking for, but we caught up with the reigning Order of Merit leader earlier this week.
Felt a little bit uncomfortable out there, you know, first week back, I guess. Made a lot of birdies, but a lot of them soft mistakes too. So the game's there. I just got to have a tidier week, and I'll be kind of where I want to be. It's getting tougher and tougher. It has done for 15 years. You know, there is a lot of young players that come out here, a lot of great Thai players and Korean players. So no, it's getting tougher and tougher, and it's great to see everyone back after such a long break. I just want to keep doing what I can control and trying to play as good a golf as I possibly can. You know, I didn't do as good a job as what I wanted last week, but that's fine. I still made the cut and was around on the weekend, so just try and prepare as good as I can, get stuck in, and yeah, I can't control what happens behind me. The course is good, greens are good. There's a few tough holes out there. You know, number 7's going to prove to be pretty difficult, but overall I think it's just going to be soft. You have to be pretty aggressive out there and hold some putts, so I think scoring is going to be genuinely quite good, so I'm looking forward to that.
We're just happy to be back out once again on the Asian Tour. As Wade Ormsby mentioned, it was a long wait, almost 20 months since the Bandar Malaysian Open before we restarted last week at Blue Canyon. The Australian finds himself over par early on day one. Obviously so much to play for Wade Ormsby, looking to end the season as the Asian Tour Order of Merit champion. Gavin Green did that back in 2017. He's at a wonderful tee shot on the 10th. So he'll have a putt for eagle. And Ormsby pretty much locked up his spot in the field in Saudi Arabia in February 2022. $5 million prize purse, the Saudi International. And he was wonderful at the Hong Kong Golf Club at the start of 2020, en route to staring down the likes of Shane Lowry and Tony Finau and even Jane Wattenond and Tom Kim down the stretch to claim the Hong Kong Open title for the second time in his career. Here's a man who's going to feel right at home in Saudi Arabia next year. Al Mansour and up to 4 under par at one point, but he's struggling a touch. Back at level now, and did that clip a couple of branches on the 13th? The longer of the 2 9s here at Laguna Phuket. And as Dom mentioned, Anthony, those redone greens that are really going to challenge the players, because there are a lot of difficult spots if you don't find these tiny surfaces.
Yeah, especially with the undulations and the different sections that the greens have. So you got to be really careful on which side you miss. And we'll take a look at this 10th hole here, just 310 yards today. As Dom mentioned earlier, the green is not visible from the players from the tee, and you can opt to lay up, but that is not really the play that the players are looking for. They want to get the drive as close as they can to this green. Hopefully they'll be on the right side of the green if they miss the green for an easy chip for a birdie.
Well, you want to be up the right-hand side, but you don't want to be too far right. And Wade Ormsby's awfully close to that cart path, but he does have plenty of green to work with. Doesn't have to worry about this one checking up too quickly. Oh, he's judged the release beautifully there for Wade Ormsby. A fine pitch from the Australian. Green on the green, and Young Charanchai just short.
Had a very good lie, and he said, yeah, Wade had a very good lie and hit a very good shot. Now, Young Charanchai, it looked like he's going to play a full shot and land it on that top surface there. Definitely, it looks pretty good. Beautiful shot.
one of so many Thai players with great hands around the greens. Yeah, Tabuena, he's got a pair of pretty good hands as well. This is third shot to the par 5 11th. Oh, but not a very good one for Tabuena. Long putt for birdie left. A bit longer than the putt that Gavin Green is going to have for eagle. See the balls there of young Charanchai and Wade Ormsby after their fine pitch shots. Gavin looks to be on that top level, Dom, so this is a very makeable putt for eagle.
Certainly is, Tim, and there's hardly any break in this putt that I could see. Pretty flat, nice paced. You put a good stroke on it, you start it on the right line, and you know, he very easily could walk off with an eagle too, which is exactly what he needs. And the other two should make birdie 3, so hopefully give him a little bit of momentum.
Well, that was a bold attempt at eagle. Looks to be a for sure birdie for Gavin. So at least it'll be moving in the correct direction after the 10th hole. And this is a good hole to birdie. You got the 11th hole, the par 5 coming up. That is playing as the second easiest hole on the golf course after this hole. So these players can get their round turned in the correct direction and have a little momentum coming back to the clubhouse. A wonderful up and down for Wade Ormsby.
Yeah, that'll get the Australian back to level par. And as you mentioned, Anthony, so important for these players to find birdies at these easy holes. 10's played the easiest hole so far in this opening round. 11, the second easiest. These players in desperate need of red numbers on their scorecard. A first birdie of the day for Gavin Green sees him back to 2 over. And that's a straightforward tap in for young Charanchai. 3s for all 3 players in this group. Looking to try to put together a solid back 9. Catch up with the 14-year-old TK Ratchanon with his 3rd on 11.
Yeah, coming in from the correct side, but a bit short on his distance. Yeah, unhappy.
Mansour clattered through a couple of trees, but finds the back right edge of this green. And scuttle a low running one in there. Ooh, easy, easy. Going tough for Al Mansour to start this inward half.
A birdie putt for Tabuena. Really not the length of birdie putt you're looking at, especially with the length that Tabuena has.
So after an eagle at 9, just a par at the 11th to keep Miguel Tabuena at 3 under par. And Steve Luton has collected a 5th birdie of the day. The Englishman is within 3 of B.O. Kim. Now, TK Ratchanon for a birdie. Sliding to the right. Okay, and like Tabuena, only managing a 5 at best at this par 5. Second easiest hole on the golf course this opening round. So waiting back on the fairway is the threesome of Kapoor, Marksing and Hend. It's been a slow and sluggish afternoon of golf, as Dom mentioned. Our featured group taking just about 3 hours to complete 9 holes. Danny Mazarin for a much needed birdie. All right, well done, Danny. Mazarin moves back to 2 over.
All right, that's 11th hole, par 5. Fairly a straightaway hole for these players. This fairway bunker on the right, not in play for these players at all. And the players are just looking to land it on the top level of this fairway so they can get a good look at the green, a clear look at the green. And the second shot should be with a 3-wood or a long iron into this green. Even if the players can't get it on the green, they'll be looking to hit it just short and right for a simple pitch up and over for an up and down birdie.
Well described as always, Anthony. You see the yellow ball there of Prayad Marksing, just a couple of yards past that of Shiv Kapoor. It's not the easiest thing to play to what is, for all intents and purposes, a blind second shot.
Yeah, he has to come over the ridge so he can't see anything besides the top of those trees, and you know that the green is beyond those trees there, so you just have to pick the line and trust it. And that's the hardest part when you can't see your target, is the trust.
So Shiv Kapoor looking to attack in 2 on 11. Blind second shot, as Anthony mentioned. Oh, and a very nice second shot from the 3-time Asian Tour champion. That'll be for an eagle. Now Prayad Marksing following in Kapoor. Just missing out to the left. Okay, doesn't look too difficult. A third shot for the 55-year-old. Yeah. See if that birdie back at the 10th can ignite something for Scott Hend, although, well, the trees are a lot more prevalent for Hendy up the right-hand side here.
Yeah, he's going to try to hoist one up way up high, hopefully try to hit a little bit of a fade to get that extra height on the ball.
Well, looks like he threaded the needle successfully. Where has that finished? Well, just short of the green for Scott Hend, and plenty of room to play with. Just short of the green in 2 is Hend. Back on the tee will be your featured group of Green Ormsby and this man, Surdit Youngcharanchai, with the big stick.
Yeah, playing into the wind, and if you don't catch it all, that bunker there's only 250 yards to carry. That can be in play. I mean, Scott Hend only hit it 275. You want to be on the middle of the fairway or to the left half of the fairway. Right half of the fairway, you're blocked out by those pine trees like Scott was. Well, that was a big tee shot there from Suridit. Almost made it up to the top of the crest of the hill there, but in perfect spot. Maybe just a bit of an uphill lie.
Well, surely that little bunker shouldn't
fly it to the top level.
Yeah, that little bunker shouldn't bother Gavin Green with the driver in hand.
No, I don't think he even sees that, Tim. I mean, if Suridit can get it up there, the wind has died slightly. But the key part is to keep it left half of the fairway. Gavin, I just heard it pitch. It's in the right rough, I believe. Big tee shot. I mean, the 3 fellas on the group ahead, they're all down in the lower level. They're only about 260 yards off the tee. Scott was a little bit further, Scott Hend. Now, Ormsby, he'll be maybe... Actually, the bunker shouldn't be. The wind is now softening. So straight over the top of the bunker is the perfect line. Yeah, good shot.
So your Fijian group will make their way off the 11th tee. Oh, and that's a nice par save at 13 for Al Mansour. Wasn't in the fairway, didn't hit the green. Still walks off with the 4. Good stuff from the man from Saudi Arabia. Well, Scott Henn just short of the green in 2. Coming out of the fairway, Marksing will be coming out of the rough, and Anthony, a fairly straightforward pitch, you'd say, for Hendy?
Yeah, absolutely, especially with ball in hand. He can give himself a little bit of a cushion underneath the ball if he can find a lie like that around there. And Scott Henn, you know, this is a somewhat of an underrated part of his game because of his length. Throughout his career, he has played a lot of par 4s and par 5s where he got the ball close to the green. So a lot of these 40, 50-yard pitches, Scott Henn has had plenty of practice. Yeah, well played. Just a little stab, a bit of a check. It's just never close enough, is it, Tim?
Never close enough indeed, Anthony. And ooh, Marksing just needed another yard more. Killed all its speed in that fringe. Still, a couple of reasonable putts for birdie left for Marksing and Henn. It's going to be a decent look at eagle for Kapoor after that wonderful second shot.
He should be putting a bit downhill from where he is. Yeah, chance for Kapoor to get to 4 under for the day. And that is the best score in the afternoon. So far, there are 2 players playing in the afternoon at 4 under. Chanachok, Dej Piratana Monkon, and Steve Luton. So these players have had it tough this afternoon. But Shiv Kapoor playing steady golf in the first round.
Ooh, settled down, rush of blood to the head for Shiv Kapoor. So 4, not a guarantee for Kapoor there. Quickly up to the 12th, just off the edge of the green is Tabuena, but this is a very heavy lie. Getting it off the back foot, and problems for Tabuena. And that's what happens sometime, Anthony. You miss the green by a yard or 2, but you're still in fairly thick and juicy rough.
Yeah, in his case, it wasn't even a yard. It was half a yard. He was just off the green. You can say maybe it was a bit of bad luck, but that's what faces the players out here. As Mark sang here, birdie putt to get to 1 under for his round.
He never really had the right line. So Marksing taps in for his 5, and again, it just puts a premium on controlling your golf ball well. Penalty for missing a green, even by, as you said, half a yard with Tabuena on 12. It's not a straightforward up and down.
Yeah, but sometimes it feels unfair, doesn't it, Tim? When you're facing those tough lies time after time, and you see your playing partner having great lies in the rough, you think to yourself, why me? Why am I getting so unlucky? But that's just the nature of golf.
Grass is always greener on the other side. Sometimes you find the grass is rather green around your ball as well. Scott Henn, oh, he won't be pleased if this one doesn't drop. Big opportunity to get back to even par for Hendy. Another head scratcher for Henn. Now Tabuena is almost further away for his 3rd shot than he was for his 2nd.
That shows you the slope of this green, the 12th green, towards the back portion.
So Buena will drop a shot on the 12th, and well, it's an important putt momentum-wise for Shiv Kapoor. Gave himself a look at eagle. Really, no worse feeling than hitting 2 fine shots in a par 5 and walking off with par.
Yeah, I mean, myself, Tim, after having 3-putted many times after hitting a good shot in a par 5, every time I had an eagle putt, all I told myself was to just lag it and get your 4, get your birdie 4.
Kapoor is going to need to hold this one for his birdie 4. Keep it inside the hole. Don't want to give the hole away. Oh, no. Well, the curse of the Kang. 3-putt par for Kapoor. Just a par there on 11.
And par putt for Hend.
All right. Pars all round on the 11th for this group. Scott Hend still 1 over par. Displeased, to say the least, is Scott Hend. Wade Ormsby just had a little walk up there. Is he considering attacking in 2, Dom?
Well, I imagine he is. He's 245 yards to the pin. And, you know, he's just walked up about 150 yards to pick out the target, just like the 10th hole, completely blind. This green is for their second shots. The only unfortunate thing for Scott and for Surit, they're on such a steep upslope that they're going to hit the ball straight up into the air, into the wind, blowing into them, and the ball could stall on them quite easily. So, you know, he's got to think over this second shot, maybe lay up onto the fairway, leave himself, you know, 50, 60 yards, because into the wind it's going to be an easy pitch, or leave it out to the right, give themselves plenty of room to negotiate even out of the rough. But the way he's sort of looking and stalking, it looks like he's going to go for it.
Yeah, looks like he's got 3 wood out. As Dom mentioned, off an uphill lie, playing to a blind green into the wind.
Well, looks like it's on a good lie. He's leaning right.
Let's just come down right edge of the green in the rough. That's okay, though, for Wade.
Yeah, that's good leave. Smart play. Yong Trong Chai, 241, similar problem. Ball's going to go straight up in the air. I mean, the hang time on Wade's ball there was almost, probably like driver type hang time, around 8 seconds. Yeah, Yong Trong Chai is looking straight at the target. Once again, so much depends on how much spin he puts on this ball, because it's going to go straight up in the air. A lot of backspin. If the wind picks up, could just stall it and come down way short. It looked like it started left a little bit. Gavin Green, he's blocked out by the trees. Got to play a big cut.
Well, no one in the difficult afternoon conditions able to make any inroads into that lead of B.O. Kim. The 62 from the South Korean, still the target here on day 1. Well, Triad on the par 312. Playing up a little bit today, so only 167 yards. Oh, doesn't like it, heading up the left-hand side. Okay. Finds the very left edge of the green, but ooh, how'd you like that putt, Anthony?
Yeah, it looks like a double breaker for Pride Marksang and moving uphill. The pin looks like it's cut in a precarious spot where if you're not past the pin, you're not going to be facing a makeable birdie putt. And we have seen from Miguel, if you do go past the pin with a bit of speed on the ball, you can roll off the back of the green quite easily.
Well, that's okay for Scott. Decent chance for a birdie. Still not going to be easy, as Anthony mentioned. That little ridge is going to come into play for Hendy. Now Shiv. I feel like a hole like this should suit his eye quite nicely. Likes to just peel it a touch from left to right. Oh, this hole cut on the right edge of the green. Shiv looking to start this about 20 feet left. Just let it slide back to the hole. Oh, is that the dreaded double cross? Yeah, off the edge of 12 goes Kapoor. Now Gavin Green had to lay up with a second shot. Still got hung up in the left rough. So this is third to the 11th. Pin cut on the left edge of the green. Oh, and he's still coming out of the thick rough, and he's got hardly any green to work with there. Now to the winner a couple of years ago at this course in the ADT, Chanachok Dej Piratana Mongkol. Yeah, nicely holed putt for par. The man known as Tap stays at 4 under.
Ormsby will be disappointed with that. It was a little bit of a fluffy lie, but it wasn't too bad. Just seemed like there was a lot of grass in between the ball and club at impact. Suradit. What a great second shot it must have looked like. A little unlucky that he didn't get an extra yard and get onto the front edge of the green, but the lie's fine. It's an easy shot. Everything, the grain all runs towards the hole. Just need to land it 3-4 yards in front of him.
Yeah, great touch by Suradit, and that's going to be his 4th birdie in his past 5 holes.
Well, Kapoor, awkward little putt this one on 12. Got to ride that ridge almost. It's got to hurry. It's got to hurry. It's one of those length putts remaining for Kapoor. Now, Gavin, hardly any room to work with here, Dom.
Yeah, you know, I had a quick chat with Brian Nielsen, Gavin's caddy, who Brian's Nicholas Colsaert's regular caddy, and he just says Gavin is tired. You know, he's had a long season. He's ready to go home. He's still grinding, but he's exhausted.
Yeah, it is exhausting on par 5s that he has to try to get up and down for pars.
especially for a player of his length. Now Mansour out of the rough, downwind. Delicately chuck that on the green, and got to get the scrambling boots on again. Now Ormsby with this 20-footer for a birdie. What's he going to do break-wise, Dom?
Well, see, I really didn't have a chance to look, Tim, because he was chipping on the side of the green. I couldn't run onto the green after he chipped to have a look, so I'm not really sure, but he should have been half this distance at most.
It's got hand. It's going to be up and into the green, and then moving downhill, down green. Those putts, just so easy to let the ball get away from you. So conscious about the first part of the putt where you're going uphill into the green. Yeah, good putt by Gavin Green. Understandably, he is tired. His game wasn't all that great this year. He had some mechanical issues in his swing, and he's chasing his card on the European Tour. So to be playing week after week with a game that is suffering a bit, that is just not an enviable place to be in. And Wade Ormsby cleaning up nicely for his par.
Triad, like Shiv, needs to hold this mid-range putt for a par, and oof. Mark Singh drop a shot at 12. It's an innocuous little par 3, this 12. And that whole location really giving the players fits here on this opening round.
This 12th hole, par 3, today playing 167 yards, and it is not that long of a par 3 distance-wise, but it is going to be a tough hole because of the hole location. All these bunkers here not in play, but the hole location is on the right side, right in the change of slope, going from uphill to downhill. Players have to be really careful with this hole location.
Kapoor, outside right edge putt to stay at 2 under. Okay, safely at the bottom of the cup. Well hold for Kapoor.
Thank you.
Now young Charan Chai coming off back-to-back birdies, well 3 birdies in a row actually, all the way back to the 9th. He's battled his way back to level par, and he's got the honor on this par 3 12th.
Certainly does, and you guys have called it right. This is a tricky pin, and they can stretch this par 3 to over 200 yards, but gladly today it's only 167. Wind is off the left, plenty of room to the left of the hole, but if you're short left, you're going to leave yourself a very nasty putt. So you want to try and get pin high, but if you're going for the pin, you need to land it 166 yards. Anything short of that, it's probably going to roll back 15, 20 feet.
That was just marvelous. I mean, but look at that. It's still releasing towards the back. And Dom, you're absolutely right on your call. You do have to land it exactly 166 yards for that ball to have any chance to stay near the hole.
Well, he landed 170. I mean, what a great looking shot. And, you know, it released a little bit because there's a bowl. It's kind of right in the middle of a bowl. Short, it rolls back. A little bit long, it rolls forward. I tell you what a big difference this forward tee makes. Yesterday, Wade Ormsby hit a 3-iron hybrid. And he was playing like 220 yards. So it's like 50, 60 yards shorter today. That must have looked good, but just jammed into the bank.